Hello, it's Lars Madel here. Hope you're doing well. Now, if you're someone who is serious about optimizing your body and your health, if you are interested in longevity and you imagine, whether that's months from now, years from now, or even decades, if you cannot imagine a life where you don't have a more lean, healthy, athletic, energetic body, if you refuse to accept a version of you who is fat, lethargic, is at risk for health problems or has health problems like back pain, the scary things that's going on with heart disease and visceral fat in the world right now, inflammation going around, if you refuse that being your path, then you're exactly like me. Because I discovered something very, very early on in my fitness journey, which I really want to get out. I really want to communicate this to you because it might just change your life. And it might just change the complete trajectory of your life in terms of your health and fitness. There's many things I'm not an expert at, but when it comes to fitness and health and longevity, I've committed my whole life's mission to this. And I'm going to go against the fitness industry here because I did. 6 years ago, I went and did the complete opposite of what the fitness industry told me. And I also believe that the fitness industry might not be able to help you right now. I believe this video can help you. Because if you look at the left here, I was in a position where, that point there, that picture, that was a moment in my life where I woke up, it was my moment. I woke up, and at the time, I'm still running a business, but there was a very high pressure month for me where I was running a business and I let myself go. The stress, the demand, the traveling, the team I had at the time, and everything else, personal stuff, it was one of those points where life happened. And I know a lot of you guys can probably relate to this because life is life. And I just fell apart. And for a long period of time before that, I was working out 6 times per week. I was very strict with my diet. I was in fairly good shape. I was feeling good, but then this happened. I completely fell off and I started getting some serious issues. I started getting gut pain. I was waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning with serious gut pain. I got my face chronically look bloated, like inflamed. I was the heaviest I'd ever been, and I might not be incredibly overweight here, guys. If some of you are heavier, then that's fine. But for me, my gut health was completely messed up. I went to the doctor and they were scared because of my cholesterol. I was, by the way, born with high cholesterol. And I had always love handles that when I touched my belly, it just felt inflamed. It was almost like hurt a little bit, like sore. I had back pain. I sat a lot at work. Long story short, I experienced something we call a metabolic crash because I went back to what I tried before from fitness industry. I tried following the diets and the workouts, and I tried to just be more disciplined and outwork this. I was in a bad place. And for many of you, if you are in a position where you want to change for yourself or you want to get elite fitness results, you want to look and feel your absolute best. You want what I have on the right here, right? You want a more commanding, muscular, toned, healthy, energetic, strong body. That's what I wanted. And I tried what the fitness industry taught me. I tried working out 6 times per week. I tried meal prepping. I tried eating very low calorie diets. I tried the incline walking. I even tried supplements, creatine, protein powder. I took blood tests. I did all of it. It didn't work. None of it worked. It kept me stuck. But here I am today, and something changed 6 years ago for me. This was me in 2024 summer in Italy, drinking beautiful wine, doing bodyweight workouts at the terrace, enjoying my favorite types of sea pasta. I was there with a good friend, and I was also there with my business owner, and it was a business trip actually. It was in Positano, Italy. And this was just 2 years ago. And this was my dream way of fitness. Me being jacked, out working out in the sun. Me being able to enjoy my favorite wine, right? Me being able to eat the foods I love. Me being able to enjoy the journey rather than feeling that fitness was some chore. Because I know a lot of you might be business owners or men who are very career driven, and whether you're dealing with travel, stress, or very time restricted routines, this is going to land for you because you need to stop following guesswork. If you want to live a life where you can eat the foods you love, if you want to live a life where you can fit clothes amazingly, you can look and feel incredible, but you can still walk around at a restaurant or walk to a restaurant on a Saturday with your colleagues or family or your kids and not feel like you need to be the odd one out at the table, you need to have your shit together, right? You need to be the man who's capable and is confident to eat and train and know how to navigate fitness, right? So here's the problem. The fitness industry is based on guesswork. And there's something problematic with the yo-yo extreme approach of hopping on one diet to another, to hopping on different workout plans and trying everything. Right now, there's too much information going on, and that's what happened to me. This was a transformation that happened in 90 days after I realized what I'm about to share with you. The problem is that your body is a very complex machine. Biology is far more powerful than any low-calorie diet, than any exercise. Your body is very complicated. There's all these systems and processes that's happening in your body. And extreme yo-yo approaches, which I was doing, and I know a lot of you are doing, because if you're over 35, you're a high-performing man, you have many areas nailed down in your life, but you're in a position where you're not happy with your body. You feel there's more potential there. You're not in the absolute best shape of your life. You know there's a version of you that can be better, because I knew that. When I was here, I knew that, this is not me. I can be better. Then you need to ask yourself a serious question, why? And I am here to tell you that it's not your fault. It's that the fitness industry is giving you surface level tips to a complex problem. Getting in shape is incredibly simple, but it's not easy. Big difference. So I have clients in my program, and including myself, who say to me after the program or mid-program out, wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it was. Like, maintaining this body now is easy, it's effortless, it's not even hard. Because getting jacked is not hard, right? Or let me actually rephrase that. It's incredibly simple, but it is hard, if that makes sense. So sorry with my wording there. So what I'm trying to say is more information is your problem, because when you hop on a very low calorie diet and you experiment with a new diet, I guarantee you need to be consistent with that for at least 3 to 6 months. If you're jumping between diet to diet, and especially low calorie diets, it's more damaging than good. Okay? So the same is with exercise. If you're not giving your workout plan enough time for your body to adjust, to your body to start evolving, okay? It's more damaging than good. Because inconsistency and extreme program hopping, and also just even worse, just trying to take some advice like surface level meal recipes or workout plans and add that into your life, more often than not is going to create more confusion, more overwhelm, and more stress. And that means stress on your body as well. You need something that's personalized to you. So what happened with me here was I was trying to follow all these extreme approaches. Let's say I was, for instance, sticking to a 1600 calorie diet here. I was like, I need to lose this fat. And my metabolism completely crashed because your metabolism adjusts to the low calorie diet, right? And with that, because I had a lot of inflammation in my body from years of stress, or months of stress, I would say, and bad eating habits of eating fast food, sugar. I didn't have good knowledge on the food at the time. I was just like trying to follow this bodybuilder diet. I was just trying to eat as much protein as I could and calories and everything. So my hormones were very all over the place. Like I took my blood test and my testosterone was incredibly low. Testosterone was very low and my insulin resistance was very high. So my body stopped responding. Okay. And this happened to me when I was, how old was I? I was 20 here. I was 20 here, right? This happened to me when I was 20, guys. Okay? I'm a lot older than that now, but I got a metabolic crash when I was 20. I have men in the program now where I see, when we do DEXA scans and blood work, I see exactly what I saw in my blood work here, which is the scary part. I see insulin resistance. I see visceral fat wrapping around your organs and fueling disease. Visceral fat is metabolically active. It's tied to your metabolism. So when your metabolism is not functioning, visceral fat starts wrapping around your heart, your pancreas. Your gut starts becoming inflamed. So you can't digest nutrients as well. Your body's engine, which is your metabolism, goes into hiding because it's not a safe environment. So it holds onto love handles. Love handles is a warning sign, right? That your hormones are out of sync. It's not a calorie problem. So if you try to see what I'm trying to communicate here, biology is very powerful. Your body is a complex machine. So you're trying to just grab a workout plan, a nutrition plan you found over the internet, and you think that, okay, if I just work out more and I do more of these certain exercises and I eat more healthy food, you think you can achieve a body like this? Not going to happen. I'm not trying to be discouraging. I'm just trying to give you a reality check. And what helped me, and just to show you, by the way, I'm gonna explain exactly how you can make a very sustainable and enjoyable change for yourself, because the solution is actually very easy. The solution is a solution that's going to allow you to be more jacked, more healthy, more energetic, look better in your favorite clothes, allow you to only need to be in the gym 3 times per week, eat pasta, you can eat burgers and wine if you want to. You know, I'm a Scandinavian, I'm Norwegian, so I love drinking a little bit here and there. Our whole national day, we like to have a couple of drinks, right? It's kind of in the Viking genetics. I love traveling. I'm a business owner myself, so I lead a big team. I run an international fitness coaching company, and my team members are from all over the world. I deal with high levels of stress, and I cracked this. I've only been in the gym 3 times a week for the last 6 to 8 years. Like around this 2020 mark, I was really before that, I also played around with it and it worked way better. So the solution is for you to become metabolically healthy. If you see here, I'm going to go to the scary part. Visceral fat is something I've seen as a growing problem for more and more men. We live a sedentary lifestyle we live more in a world where your body is kind of set up to grow inflammation. If you sit long hours at work, if you deal with high stress, if you're a dad who has kids, if you don't always have a perfect sleep, if you don't have structure and control, do you have conviction and knowledge that the foods you're eating are basically, what should I say? But the foods you're eating, are they causing inflammation or are they removing inflammation? The most healthy diet in the world is the green Mediterranean diet. It's an anti-inflammatory diet. Now, that's not the diet that we give our clients. We do something different. But it's an example of that the foods you eat, the lifestyle you live. If you have a high-performing lifestyle where you have a demanding career, you're very in the warning zone. Every business owner, executive, and surgeon that I come with are very close. And not all of them, but many of them have always some visceral fat. They always have some sort of insulin resistance, whether it's low, little, or strong. Some men actually look completely average, by the way. So what I mean with that is that you don't need to be overweight to have problems with your metabolism. You can have a skinny, fat body. You can actually even look like you're in great shape and still have a little bit slower metabolism and lower testosterone. I've had men in the 50s and 60s who've actually looked quite well. So if you're someone who considers yourself even in great shape, but you want to get to that next level, it's not a new diet or a workout plan. It's to become metabolically strong. A metabolic crash is what happened to me. Okay, so if we go to there, I had a metabolic crash. What that is my metabolism had shut down, basically. All the hormonal markers were out of sync. They're all over the place. And my body was inflamed. I had back pain, I had bloating, as I said. So I had to start focusing, how do I lose visceral fat? How do I reset my metabolism? Okay? And this is what we track with our clients over time. Like, we track testosterone, in-body scans, body recomposition. Do you think that you just need to lose fat? You also need to build muscle. You need to do both at the same time. Lose fat and build muscle is the fastest way to achieve a more lean, athletic, muscular body. It's a body recomposition. Most men are just trying to either build muscle or lose fat, which is why we're on this yo-yo extreme. The fitness industry has two terms, cutting and bulking. We do none of it. I haven't done a cut or a bulk in a very long time. There's small periods where we will tell a client, like, do a 2-month cut, but it's a body recomposition we aim for. And do you know what gives you a body recomposition? Like, do you know what actually allows you to have a strong body recomposition? Like Matt said, this guy is mid-program. He lost 22 pounds. He's building muscle. You can see on his chest, he's losing fat. Mid-program is to be metabolically healthy. Your metabolism and your hormones need to be strong so you can lose fat and build muscle. And by the way, when you start losing fat and building muscle, it gets easier and easier. You start building more muscle, you start losing fat, because more muscle means a faster metabolism. Less fat, your insulin resistance goes down. It's an incredible transformation that gets quicker and quicker. Yup, another one, 29 pounds, very busy dentist, father, mid-program. But none of these guys are done yet. I'll show you another one. Martin, head of finance, 18 pounds lost. You see I can see on someone whether they have inflammation or not. I can see on all of these men that they have inflammation, some sort of insulin resistance, just by looking at their body. I can already see the love handles. I can see like the softness, the dad bod. But look how they start tightening up when we start losing fat and building muscle. And they only just got started. Then we have more like Oliver, a CFO, right? Mike, a vice president. Look, these are a little bit further in their journey. They're not done yet either. Antonio. So what I'm saying is, results get better and better and more exciting over time. But it's not just about the physical. It's what's happening inside your body. And this is why this is a permanent solution I want to teach you. This is a permanent solution where I want to kind of help you understand that if you fix your biology, right, then that's going to put the only way to fix your body is through a sustainable lifestyle approach. So it's all connected. So if you want to live a life like where you can enjoy the foods you love, you can have bodyweight workouts, you don't want to be a slave to your gym or diet, then your fitness approach needs to be tailored around that. So it needs to be personalized, all right? So I'm not saying you need to join my coaching or become my client to do that, right? I'm just saying that you need to simplify your fitness approach and stop just taking tips because someone else has told you to. Just because someone else is working out 6 times per week, or just because someone else is doing calisthenics, or just because someone else is eating steak and eggs all the time. I love steak and eggs, but just because someone else is doing something doesn't mean that it's the right thing for you. We all live different lives, we have different body types, and we have different goals. So unless you really like the extreme approach, I'm going to tell you that stop it. Okay? You need to, what I did, and the realization I did, I'll not need to show my picture again, but I zoomed out and figured out, okay, what life do I want to live? What body do I want? And how can I find solutions that allow me to stay consistent when I'm traveling 150 days a year? When I have very high levels of stress, how do I manage my nutrition then? When I only have 3 hours a week to be in the gym, or when I can't really cook my own food. Like, what do I do in those scenarios? Okay? So just to show you here more social proof, because I think it's so important. Just like we get men to feel lighter than their wedding days. We have Gordon here, after 20 years of trying to lose weight, he's never seen such good results. We have Kevin here who feels the best he does in decades, or has in decades. So people are noticing. You can see he has a renewed sense of accomplishment of taking care of his body. We had John here loses half his visceral fat. So what I'm just trying to communicate, this is called a metabolic reset. So I won't explain, I won't have more time because this has obviously been an extensive video, but a metabolic reset is a complete reset. That's what we do with our clients, and I want you to do the same. Is a complete reset and remove all the things in your life that don't serve you, right? The fastest way for you to get into the best shape of your life, both physically and mentally, is to become hormonally healthy. To do that, you need to simplify everything, right? And you need to eat and train and live in a way that's going to allow you to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. Okay, there's 3 pillars we teach: nutrition, workouts, and lifestyle. These are the only 3 things you need, okay? And when you master, and this is tied to knowledge, getting knowledge is so important if you want to succeed for the long term. If you don't just want a body that looks and feels amazing, but you want to be able to maintain that for the long term, to maintain that for the rest of your life. Do you know what is the key there? It's knowledge, and knowledge from experience. Okay, so not knowledge that you can find on Instagram from some random coach who's just telling you to eat this food or do this workout. I'm talking from experience. You need, whether that's professional experience, that's why our clients get so amazing results, because they get something personalized to them, tailored to their lifestyle, their goals and their situation, so that they can walk that walk with me and my team, and then they can live the results, gain the confidence to a position where after 6 months, their body is not just functioning way better than it's ever done. They don't just have more energy and look and feel freaking incredible. We get men to look like freaking celebrities, but they have the structure and foundation and knowledge so that after those 6 months, they can maintain that on their own. Amen. And I want to share with you all these videos of men and clients that we work with who finally feel confident because they've cracked it. You only need to crack this once, guys. Okay? And after 35, this becomes important. A metabolic crash is not just something that you can let sit. It gets harder and harder as you age to reclaim your best body, energy, and health. Your metabolism is something you need to reset now. You need, if you are someone who is in your 40s or 50s or even 60s, we've had many of the 80s, you need to seriously question yourself which direction you want to go and how do you want to go about this, because time is a little bit of an enemy for you right now. It only gets harder and harder as you age. And I can tell you that after metabolic reset, results are going to be so much easier for you. You don't need to force yourself down extremes to get to where you want to be. Getting in shape is a lot easier than you think. But obviously that's going to be hard when you're relying on guesswork. So that's just what I'm going to leave it with here. Don't follow guesswork. Get something that's tailored to you exactly so that you can become hormonally healthy. Now, there are several things that are problematic and cause a metabolic crash. It's not just stress, it's not just bad sleep or bad food choices, but if you are someone with a demanding career and you sit at long hours and you've started to get a dad bod or you feel like your body's not responding, then those are signs, right, that something with your biology is happening. It's not a calorie problem, okay? Now, there's a reason why we do DEXA scans and blood work and progress pictures with clients, because once we fix your biology and once you do that, everything else follows. And the cool part is after metabolic reset, results can happen quite quickly. And the results are not just fat loss and muscle building. It's real things like health and energy. And we've got clients to lose blood pressure and improve testosterone. And yeah, there's deeper things to this. Anyways, congratulations for sticking around. I know this video has been a little bit different in terms of probably what other coaches are telling you. But then, because at the end of the day, it is. Now, one of the things I want to leave you with, which is quite easy to digest, it's one of the things I teach inside the Metabolic Reset system. One of the things we do is help you reduce visceral fat, the dangerous fat. Now, there are 10 foods through science, scientifically proven by the way, through hospital CT scans that can reduce your visceral fat by 37%. Just click here and I'll show you exactly what they are.